And then we heard another explosion, and then there was more smoke.
The FBI has sent a counterterrorism team to the scene. Police were investigating another incident at JFK Library in Boston, but were not saying whether it was related. President Obama is scheduled to speak at this hour. Once again, at least 2 people are dead. At least 68 others were injured today following twin bomb blasts at the 117th running of the Boston Marathon. Boston police are not confirming whether there's been any claim of responsibility. Authorities in New York, meanwhile, are on heightened alert following the bomb blasts. As NPR's Joel Rose reports, state and local law enforcement agencies are taking extra precautions.
The New York Police Department has stepped up security at landmarks, hotels, and other critical infrastructure, including the subway system. Mayor Michael Bloomberg says some of the additional security measures and personnel will be noticeable, while others will not. Bloomberg says 1,000 members of the NYPD's counterterrorism unit will be mobilized. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo directed state police and mass transit agencies to be on a heightened state of alert. Cuomo spoke for many in New York when he said, quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Boston and Massachusetts." Joel Rose, NPR News, New York.
U.S. Supreme Court considered today whether human genes can be patented. As NPR's Howard Burkus explains, the case involves the blending of science and business at Utah-based Myriad Genetics.
Myriad Genetics took in $500 million last year, in part because the company holds patents on 2 genes which indicate predisposition to breast and ovarian cancer. The Supreme Court weighed the value of billions of dollars in investments against the notion of patenting basic elements of human life. Justices Elena Kagan and Anthony Kennedy seem concerned that banning genetic patents will discourage investment and research. Justice Sonia Sotomayor questioned patents for genes simply because companies derive new uses from them. A ruling is expected by summer's end. Howard Burkus, NPR News, Salt Lake City.
4 Pulitzer Prizes, including the award for investigative reporting, have gone to the New York Times. Additional Pulitzers, considered journalism's highest honor, also went to the Sun-Sentinel in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which won this year's Public Service Award for its reporting on an off-duty police officer's reckless driving. Stocks moved sharply lower today in part due to the explosions in Boston and a huge plunge in gold prices. The Dow was down 265 points. The Nasdaq lost 78 points. This is NPR. The death toll in Iraq has now risen to at least 55 following a series of car bombings and other strikes by insurgents there. Officials say the attacks, including a multiple car bombing in Baghdad that killed 25 people, appear to have been carried out by a branch of al-Qaeda. 2 more car bombs exploded in a parking lot near heavily guarded entrances to Baghdad International Airport. 3 people died in that attack. Satellite television provider Dish Network says it is offering to buy Sprint Nextel for $25.5 billion in cash and stock. Sprint shares are trading sharply up on the news earlier in the day. NPR's Yuki Noguchi reports that would upend Japanese company SoftBank's plans to acquire the wireless carrier.
Dish Network touts its offer as superior to that of its rival SoftBank. Sprint shareholders would stand to get more cash. Also, the combination would enable Dish to market a combined package of TV, internet, and phone service. But Dish is a much smaller company than Sprint, and Sprint has begun a merger with SoftBank, which offered just over $20 billion for a majority stake in the wireless carrier. If Dish breaks up that merger, it will also have to pay a hefty $600 million fee to SoftBank. Yuki Noguchi, NPR News, Washington.
Film and photography company Kodak, in yet another step in its effort to emerge from Chapter 11 bankruptcy, now says it is selling some of its document imaging business to Brother Industries for about $210 million. Under terms of that deal, Brother will also assume some of the company's deferred service liability, which totaled $68 million at the end of last year. The document imaging business provides scanners, capture software, and related services. That deal would still have to receive bankruptcy court approval. I'm Jack Speer, NPR News, in Washington.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. It's against my religion. I'm giving my dog a bath. You can have pictures of that. Pressure gives me hives. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. Hold on, let me ask my mom. Sorry, my webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. Unfortunately, I just had my clothes surgically attached to my body. If they got out, I might never be president. I'm already naked, under my clothes. Not even if you were all 3 Jonas Brothers. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. The more you ask, the less I want to. You're not the boss of me. Nudity makes me vomit. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, How many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
In my eyes, it's easy to describe why. It gives inspiration and meaning to the way I'm feeling. Your love is sitting in my heart, inside out. It gives me strength, it never lets me fall. The best feeling of all, the most complete, assuring love, love that knows no doubt or fear. Now I know never-ending dance, music of the soul, say the perfect things. Your magic pirouette, spread love across with no sense of loss. The most complete, assuring love. Doubt or fear. Now I know where I come from. Now I know I was never alone. I know the real feeling is lying beyond words. That's the place my wounds are healing. Your love is lifting me up heavenwards, carrying me to a bright beginning. Your love is perfect in my eyes. It's easy to describe why. And meaning to the way I'm feeling. Now I know where I come from. Now I know I was never alone. I can never be alone.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. So many comments on my comment. Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Mom, what? Huh? Pew, pew. What'd you say?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Broader View on the Hazy Radio Network. You can participate by calling 651-447-6309. That's 651-447-6309. Now, back to Hazy and Bell.
And we're back, folks, to The Broader View right here on the Hazy Radio Network. We've been talking with Coryelle Kramer, animal communicator, flower essence therapist, and just all-round wonderful person. You know,
yes, she is.
And we've been talking with Zita about Sherlock, her dog. And, you made a wonderful assessment there, Coryelle, about the energies that Zita's working with.
Yeah. I mean, animals are very, very in tune to energies, vibrations. This is nothing new, okay? This is, I'm not... That's vibration. They're feeling the vibration of the earth going on. So, this is just something that for animals getting into, the vibrations of places as well. I mean, there are sometimes that animal and people's vibes. Mm-hmm. There are sometimes that you'll see your animal all of a sudden just becoming absolutely lovey-dovey with somebody, that they never met, or there's some, you've seen your animal all of a sudden just say, oh, I don't like guy, or girl, I shouldn't just say guy. So they're tuned into vibrations extremely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is, and I never noticed that before. But now that you mention it, I mean, he's one that will kind of look off to the side and kind of talk to something or someone, or. But yeah, now that you've been mentioning that, I do notice that he does these things now.
Yeah.
So he is starting to become in tune.
He is.
Interesting.
He's an intuitive's dog, so it comes with the territory.
I didn't have one of those. See, Rocky wasn't like that. Rocky was just this clown. He was just this funny little thing that would run around the house and play with his rabbit. But Sherlock, I'm used to small dogs, and Sherlock is a big dog, and total different temperament from any of the animals that I've ever had. So I always thought that maybe it was because Mary Beth raised him for 6 years, and I am not his mother anymore. So he's trying to adjust to how I do things and to how my home is, but he's already adjusted to that. He just has to adjust to the portals that are opening up. Or I have to close those down. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did we lose Belle?
I know. I think I have to bring her back in here. Let me see if I can get her back in. Yep. Let me go ahead and grab her back in here. There she comes. I don't know if she was having some Skype issues. Well, she's there, but we just can't hear her very well. Oh, we can't hear you there, Belle. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold her or not.
Yeah, she might have to. I mean, this comes from when I was a computer tech. She might have to restart her computer.
Either that or restart Skype. Are you there, Belle? Oh, yeah, we can't hear you at all. She sounds kind of like R2-D2.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's go ahead. What we can do is let's go ahead and take a quick 2-minute break here, and we'll go ahead and reconnect the calls and see if we can get everybody back online. So hang out, folks. We'll be right back after this.
Sì, lo so, amore, che io e te forse stiamo insieme solo qualche istante. Sì,